season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. Simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Down, 8-3. Defense wins championship, baby.
On first down, Rutledge, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Ready.
2nd and 11. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Let's go.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give right side. Rutledge. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
70, Indy. Yo, faster. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. McClendon, and a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Squeeze, double. 2 times.
2nd and 2. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
And now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Switch. Say it. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Check safety.
So that'll back him up 5.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey. 4 down. Hey, check 24. Go. Check 2. Go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Check it back.
It got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job with the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, watch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's the backup Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come on.
Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st down, Chamberlain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line. Come on, D. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 54. Mike 54. Echo, echo.
To throw again is Jackson. Able to find Harris, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
I got wide. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, let's bring it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Hey, Zoo. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. You ain't got it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Go. Hey, Steve 6.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Shoot. Yeah. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Delta. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
52, boom. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. Oh, yeah! 56, the Mike boy.
From the 39, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Jackson being chased out left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he'll go down at the 28.
Switch. Sponge. No. Check. Please. Check 24. Shift.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike 52. Here we go. Hey, Mike 50. Hot 52. Yeah. You don't want none.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road. and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54.
They'll run on first down. Chamberlain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And Thomas has it. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
On third down, Chamberlain.
Rush in.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Tight down. There you go. Go out. He's checking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Leo. Come on, boy. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 2nd down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Baltimore, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for our visitors, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road.